All right, so just a quick tutorial how to mitigate against tear out whenever you're doing template work. So the first thing I suggest to anybody whenever they're doing template work is to change a bit that they are using. So typically people that are doing this kind of stuff are using a 1/2 inch straight, flush trim bit, like the one I have over here. So this is pretty much what most people use for template work. It's just a 1/2 inch normal little flush trim bit. The issue with that is that it has a straight edge on it, right? So whenever you're cutting the wood, I'll turn this around, maybe you'll see it. Whenever you're cutting the wood, you have a higher chance of grabbing the grain and just ripping it right out. Another thing is the size of the bit itself. So being a 1/2 inch bit, it's a lot smaller than what I have in here, which is a 3/4 inch bit. So the angle of attack is much smaller whenever you're using a 1/2 inch bit than a 3/4 inch bit. So what I have in here is very similar to this bit right over here, which is a helical bit. It just has a slight angle to it, which either sends the chip down towards the table or up out of the table. It all towards your preference yourself. It's not a big deal, but the main thing is that it's not grabbing onto the grain at a straight angle to what you're cutting. So it just helps with the tear out itself. Another way that we stop tear out, or try to stop tear out, because you're going to have tear out no matter what you're doing woodworking, unfortunately, is to cut it closer to your line whenever, to prepare for when you're doing your template work. So for something like this, which is a 1/2 inch bit, you really want to be a good 1/8 of an inch from your line itself. The closer you are, the better it is. With their 3/4 inch bit, you can probably get away with getting about 1/4 of an inch, so about double the distance than this one. And because it has a helical action, it's going to work a lot better. Anyways, I'll leave a link to this bit over here in the description below, and yeah, I'll cut this out and you'll see it in action.